Good morning and welcome to Tea Time with Tanya. I'm Tanya. How you doing today? Today is Monday, January 30th, 2023, guys. January is over. Tomorrow is the last day of the month. Let's start this off with a blessing. Dear universe, dear creator, dear spirit guides, please give us, the collective, a blessing for this Monday morning. A blessing just for the collective. We get a blessing of gratitude. Be grateful for all your experiences, for all in life serves a purpose. There is a blessing in all that did or didn't happen. There is a blessing unfolding this very moment. Listen to your heart. Follow its wisdom. Be mindful, for the journey is as important as the destination. Namaste, y'all. Okay, listen to this blessing again. Listen to this one more time. A blessing of gratitude. Be grateful for all your experiences, for all in life serves a purpose. There is a blessing in all that did or didn't happen. There is a blessing unfolding at this very moment. Listen to your heart and follow its wisdom. Be mindful, for the journey is as important as the destination. Namaste, y'all. Namaste. Namaste. Good morning. Oh my goodness. The journey is as important as the destination. I gotta stop for a second on that. That one is telling us to enjoy the ride. Don't rush to get from point A to point B. Don't be like we were when we were little children. Can't wait to be grown up. Can't wait. And then we get grown and all we wish for is to have our childhood back. The days where we had somebody else that was responsible for taking care of us. To where we laid down at night and we had a mommy or a daddy or a grandma or somebody. Hopefully we had somebody that gave us a little bit of love. Good morning, y'all. All right. Let me get on off of that. Good morning. All right. I don't have very many questions today. So, guys, for Wednesday's show, I'm going to need you to drop some questions in the question box below. So, please ask me some questions for Wednesday's early bird show. I don't have any. All right. My first question is from Spirits Beyond the Stars. Spirits Beyond the Stars. She sent me an article, and it's about literally, guys, right here in America, there's something called dissident homeschooling. Guys, I'm not trying to be an alarmist, but this is a straight up Nazi propaganda homeschooling program with over 2,400 active students who are being indoctrinated in Nazi ideology in Sandusky, Idaho. Right here, the school started in 2021 on Nazi ideology. And guys, the opening statement for what they teach the children is to hate and distrust the Negro. That is in its charter right here in America. Last year we had slavery on the ballot. Now we have open Nazi homeschooling. If you are not paying attention to what's going on, bless your heart. If you have children, be involved. If you have grandchildren, be involved. Okay? Know what they're reading. people are walking up on the street, just like they did in the 50s and 60s, handing out propaganda to children, targeting young children, targeting children who have no reason to dislike or distrust or hate anybody. But they plant a seed. And then they tell the children that those people are coming to take what's yours. And if you don't hate them and pick up arms and want to kill them, then one day you're not going to look like you. You're going to look like them. And your whole way of life will be changed. This is how they brainwash our children. This is how they brainwash our adults. Telling them that, oh, you have to be better than somebody. Oh, equality doesn't work. Somebody has to be better than somebody else. And this is where hatred comes from, guys. Understand this. So, this wasn't a question. This is a warning of what's going on. So, but I'm gonna throw on this anyway. I would like to know, will this dissident homeschool network survive? Will people further separate themselves and align themselves and their children with Nazi ideology in America? Will Americans adopt this Nazi homeschool ideology? Here we go. That's it. Will Americans adopt this Nazi homeschooling ideology? And we got 2 yeses. Yes, yep, guys. And here's the whole story. And this is on us. Because we have not done what we need to do to build up ourselves, to build up our communities. We have been infiltrated by the same people who want to destroy us. We have let them come in the back door through apathy, not paying attention. So they have moved in. Below we get the Queen of Cups inverted. This is sadness. And this is guys, what we are witnessing is the death. Here's our answer. Here's the yes. Here's the big yes. But here's our answer. We're witnessing the death of our public education system. We have allowed our public education system to be piecemealed apart. They've taken everything they could possibly take to where it is stripped down, just basically pipeline to prison. Public school is the pipeline to prison. It doesn't teach children anything except for the expectation to obey. They can't ask the questions that need to be answered if they're not in the syllabus. They want to change the way that children think so that the parents cannot assist them with their homework. Understand why all this is being done. You want to break a society? You start with the education of the children. You want to subjugate a society? You start with the education. You chop away and chop away and chop away until you have got the perfect little robot that you want. We're not turning out educated children. Children are going to school and not learning anything but how to fight. They're learning they're learning how to. They're learning everything that they shouldn't learn. I'll just put it that way. If you've seen the news, you see that we have problem with children, we have problem with teachers, we have a problem with our school system altogether. But I want you guys that are over 50 or close to 50 to remember the days of your youth, when America actually put stock into education. And there was a change, guys. I want you to remember when you could play sports and all you had to do was show up and try out. You didn't have to pay $500 for your uniform. You didn't have to pay another $1,000 to make sure that there was school insurance. Now, all of that was taken care of because America put stock in education. We turned out musicians. We turned out artists. And now, guys, guess where people realize that they are musicians and artists? In prison. In prison is where they learn that they have all this talent that they never knew was in them because they were out thugging and robbing and stealing and killing and being disillusioned by our education system as it is today. They get to prison and get to sit down with themselves for a year and pick up a pencil and find out that they're freaking Michelangelo. Pick up a guitar and realize that they can make the most beautiful music ever. And this is coming from people who thought that they were nothing. Because we have failed them. We have allowed our education system to be taken away. Okay, I have rambled long enough about that. Let me ask, because this is literally the rise of the Fourth Reich. What is going to happen with this homeschooling network? Oh, I did answer that. They're going to be successful. Yeah, they're going to be successful in this. We are watching the death of our education system. That's the point I was trying to get to as I started rambling. I'm sorry, y'all. I gets to talking. You know how it is. All right, my next question is from Beautiful Girl. In Australia, I guess this is a company called Rio Tinto. They lost a small radioactive capsule during transport. How on earth you lose something like this that should be in protective casing? They've warned the public, but it hasn't been found as of yet. They lost a radioactive capsule during transportation across Australia. So the question is, will this radioactive capsule be found? Will this radioactive capsule be found? There we go. Will this radioactive capsule lost in Australia be found? Give me a concrete yes or no, please. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. Ooh, I don't have a yes here. The final outcome is poverty. This is going to cause illness and sickness. This is going to wind up, somebody has picked it up already and has towed it around. Oh my goodness, this is going to wreak havoc on someone's health. No, beautiful girl. It is not going to be recovered. And if it is recovered, it's going to be after it's too late, after somebody has become very sick or even died because of it. But, it's already, somebody curious has already picked it up. And it had radioactive on it. It had the display on it. Somebody has already picked it up. And they are going to become sick because of it. Unfortunately. Okay, there you go. My next question is also from Beautiful Girl. And Beautiful Girl and a few other people want to know, because there were more than just the 5 black officers involved in Tyree Nichols' beating and subsequent death. All the black officers have been fired. They have been arrested. They're going to go to prison. They're all going to get 20 years. Every one of them black men is going to get 20 years in prison. Every single one of them. For violating his rights. So don't worry about them. But there were other people that were not black that were involved in the beating of Tyree Nichols. and they escaped their pictures being put up on mugshots. Their names have not been released either, specifically the officer who tased him. Okay, so my question here, beautiful girl's question, and some other folks' question is, will all of the officers involved in Tyree Nichols' death be brought to justice? Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, we got a story. Oh, yes. Some people is gonna flip. Some people are gonna flip. A whole lot of stuff is gonna come out about this, guys. When this goes to trial, oh, this might be some TV I have to watch. Okay? When this goes to trial, pray that they televise this, because this might be the beginning of police reform. Okay? Here's our answer. Yes, all of the officers involved in Tyree Nichols' death will be brought to trial. But this is going to be some flipping of police on police, about the culture, about what was expected from the top to the bottom. We're seeing a whole bunch of black people covering up for a whole bunch of other black people. Okay? Now, I told y'all, the police force is a slave-catching institution. That is what it was invented to do. All right? And, guys, I am retired corrections. So I wore that badge. I was part of the people responsible for keeping my brothers and sisters locked up in prison. But I ain't beat on them. Okay? And I didn't violate their rights. And so I can talk on what I know. So when I say there's no good cops, there's no good cops if the bad cops are allowed, that's the truth. This whole Scorpion unit, and this is a large unit that had a lot of money, that was given a lot of leeway, that had a lot of complaints, and they had just got away, beating people within an inch of their lives. And then they finally killed somebody, and it was caught on multiple devices. And this is it, guys. The only reason that anything is being done now is because they did it under a camera on a stoplight pole. Had that camera not been there, we would have never known what happened to Tyree Nichols. But what happened to Tyree Nichols is going to bust open the whole cover-up, the whole corruption in policing. We are going to have a front row seat to when these officers take the stand and discuss the climate, what was expected of them, how they were supposed to treat people, how they were encouraged to, quote unquote, keep the riffraff off the street, keep the street cleaned up, to basically go out there and terrorize the citizens in the neighborhood. And that's exactly what the Scorpion unit did. They were domestic terrorists. And I hope every one of them in that police station, in that precinct, and this is not just there. This is not just there. They just got caught. This is nationwide. This is like a virus that has spread through the police forces. Straight up gangsters, hoodlums, thugs, wearing badges and carrying guns with the cover of themselves that they can say, well, I shot him because I was afraid. Oh no, he didn't have a gun. No, he wasn't coming at me. His back was turned. But I was afraid of my life, so I shot him 27 times. And then never get held accountable for nothing. This is going to change. This is going to open a door. This is going to open a door. Beautiful girl also wanted to know, was Tyree targeted? No, Tyree was not targeted. Tyree was in the wrong place at the wrong time when the wrong people showed up with bad intentions. Those officers was going to beat up somebody that night. Tyree Nichols, unfortunately, unfortunately happen to be that somebody. Okay? My next question is from Lynn Maloney, and I must say thank you to Lynn and her daughter. Thank you so much. They sent me the most beautiful gifts. Guys, they sent me some bracelets. I don't have them on yet because I changed my bracelets with the months, and I still got another day, but I will be wearing them. Thank you, Lynn. And thank you to the Maloneys for my gifts. Lynn has a question. Will any of the Supreme Court justices be removed before they attack our First Amendment rights or before the end of 2023? Will any Supreme Court justices be removed? Not die. Because I think we're going to have somebody die as well. I've been calling on this for a while, and I'm not quite sure. It's like all of these people are being kept alive. Will anyone be removed from the Supreme Court before they attack our First Amendment rights? Is everything? Yep, cards are upside down, guys. Turn them over. And it's so crazy. We got 3 yeses here, and they all came out inverted. So y'all know me and my inverts. Let me read them. The first inverted yes we got is the Ace of Pentacles, and that is evil side of wealth, bad intelligence, and great riches. What was the question? Will any of them be removed? Evil side of wealth, but it's still a yes. So, and that is our final outcome. But we also get the Six of Wands inverted. Let me read what that is. Six of Wands inverted is apprehension, fear, enemy at the gate, treachery, and disloyalty. Oh my goodness, guys. And we also get the Four of Wands inverted, which is unaltered increase in felicity, beauty, and embellishment. Another yes. So, Lynn, yes. It looks like somebody may be removed in 2023. And it's going to be kind of strange. There's going to be a lot of stuff about money. Because we got 2 things: unaltered increase, in felicity, beauty, and embellishment. Somebody talking up themselves, and then we've got the Six of Wands inverted, which is apprehension, fear, enemy at the gate, treachery, and disloyalty. Possibly somebody removed because of ethics. And we also have the Seven of Cups inverted, the hide the pickle inverted. This is desire, will, and determination. So, guys, Lynn, I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. We may see the removal of a Supreme Court justice this year. All right, great question. All right, my next question is from Corey Ray. Democrats are proposing a rent control bill that limits excess fees, controls rate hikes, stops people from price gouging. Corey Ray would like to know, will it pass Congress or will it just be an executive order by President Biden? So let's ask it. The first, will Congress pass the rent control bill? Will Congress pass the rent control bill? Okay. Oh my goodness. Guys, the Republicans are going to try to kill it. But we got the Three of Cups inverted. Let me see what the Three of Cups inverted. expedition, dispatch, achievement, and an end. Okay, all right, Corey Ray. Now, I don't know how we're going to get it done. And it's going to be treacherous because the Republicans are going to be fighting. Oh, it costs too much. We can't do this. We're going to have to raise this. They're going to want to negotiate. They're going to want to tie a whole bunch of pork to the bill. Okay, here's our answer. We get the Three of Cups inverted. Now, this is an end, but this is still a yes. This is a great big yes. This is an achievement, okay? But here's the thing. The Republicans are going to do everything they can do to try to kill this bill. Somehow. I mean, I've got a lot of cards inverted. We've got the Eight of Cups inverted, which is great joy, happiness, and feasting. That is the near future. So, guys, expect something to happen with the Republicans in Congress, number one. They're not going to, I already told you, they're not going to maintain this very, very narrow lead over us that they have. They're going to lose the majority. Okay? They're going to lose it because people are going to go to jail. Enough people are going to go to jail that it is going to move the balance of power, to include possibly the Speaker of the House. All right. And we also got the Empress in reverse. I want to read these reversals because this is an excellent question. The Empress in reverse is light, truth, public rejoice. And the Queen of Swords, which is the final outcome, inverted, is malice, bigotry, artifice, and deceit. So yes, just like I said, the Republicans are going to do everything in their power to try to kill this rent control bill. Somehow we are going to be victorious in getting protections passed that is going to assist everybody in housing. All right, there you go, Corey Ray. My next question is about Anthony DeVolder / George Santos dash glitter or sparkle or whatever he calls himself as his drag persona. My question is, George Santos a stolen identity? Is the name George Santos a stolen identity? Not just a su-nombre or a surname, a pseudonym, okay? Somebody's name that they just chose for themselves. Did Anthony DeVolder steal the identity of George Santos? There it is. Did Anthony DeVolder or Krasinski or whatever his name is steal the identity of George Santos? Give me a big yes or no, Tarot. Yes. Yes. Tarot gave me 2. Anthony DeVolder stole the identity. George Santos is a stolen identity. There is probably a person, a real live person, with the Social Security number, or possibly a dead person. Ah, there it is. George Santos is the stolen identity of a deceased person. Anthony DeVolder stole the identity of a deceased person. Anthony DeVolder stole the identity of a deceased person. There you go. There you go. So George Santos is a stolen name, a pseudonym, but it is a stolen identity. And I already told y'all George Santos is not a born American citizen. George Santos is exactly what the GOP has been warning you of. And he belongs to their party, and they embraced him. Eyes wide open, arms wide open. Again, don't pay attention to a word they say. Pay attention to everything they do. That'll tell you everything you need to know. My next question is from Pam Bodley. Pam wants to know about Barron Trump. And guys, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this out loud, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to be done with it. Barron Trump is a child. Barron Trump is not a political figure. So I will not infringe on his right to privacy by stretching him out. Now, I will throw on how he is doing, but I will not reach into his personal life or read on anything like that. But I will see how he is coping with all of this madness and drama that is around him. Universe, spirit guides, please. How is all of this news and chaos affecting this child? First thing I have to say, guys, is Melania keeps Barron very, very secluded from a lot of things. And Barron is a differently wired child. Highly functioning, autistic child. So he doesn't operate on the same base plane that we operate on. And his mother keeps a lot of garbage and drama away from him. He doesn't play with other outside children. He plays with his cousins in a very select, chosen group of friends. Even at school, he is very isolated. Very protected. You got to understand, this child goes to school with Secret Service. He feels he is. People have said things to him that he doesn't understand. He keeps very quiet. Children are mean to him. A lot of children are mean to him because he's awkward. But his mother tries to protect him as best she could, and I'm not going to go any deeper into that. He's teased. He has a hard time at school. And because of how he is wired, he really doesn't understand a lot of what's going on. And his mother keeps him very sheltered from a lot of things like that. All right. Okay. All right. That's all about that. Okay. Here we go, guys. Weather for this week. Whoo! All right. Prepare. And I'm talking about from the East Coast all the way across. It's going to be wet. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be cold. It's going to be a lot of precipitation. It's going to be a lot of everything. It's going to be like a big tree going down a steep mountain, gaining momentum until it hits the bottom. This is going to be our big storm. Okay? So, but also this is going to be the storm that is going to lead us out of winter. Again, prepare for that groundhog to tell you that summer is coming. Okay? In like a lamb, out like a lion, or out like a lion. It's gonna be a crescendo. Okay? There's gonna be an exclamation point put on the end of this winter. And it's this weather pattern that we are in right now. Just think of it as somebody hitting the cymbals. And again, we need to not worry. We need to be conscious about the moving of our plates, because we are in some movement right now, guys. And we are in another sunspots. And if you are sensitive, like me and you have been, it's been hard for you to move the last couple of days because everything just feels like so heavy on you. Guys, this is the sun. This is the pull. Be gentle with yourself. You can't fight those sunspots. Breathe deeply, connect with the earth, open yourself up, and just let the energy flow through and around you as you can. Breathe through it, rest, drink lots of water, and feed yourself properly. These energies are going to be intense. So if you find yourself getting headaches or just sensitive or angry, focus on your breath. Make sure you continue to tell yourself that this is the energy of the universe. This is not you. Breathe through it. You're going to be all right. All right? Okay. Guys, Tia, Wrestling Reads, Jace, Jazzy Jace, and I have started another show. It's called Real Talk. And it's Real Talk with Tanya, Tia, and Jazzy, with Tanya, Tia, and Jace. And guys, our first show is going to be this Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. This will be a show where audience participation is welcomed. We will answer on-air questions, and the audience will be able to interact with us on this show. The show we will be traveling from my channel to Jace's channel to Tia's channel, and the shows will air on the first and fourth Saturdays of each month, and we'll put out reminders well ahead of time. So guys, please, if you would like to join us this Saturday, the topic is going to be ghost stories. So this Saturday at 10 o'clock, Real Talk with Tanya, Tia, and Jace at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. All right, guys, I love you. I love you. I love you. Please, if you enjoy this content, please give me a thumbs up for the algorithm. And if you like it here, subscribe. Become a part of my family. I love you. Happy Monday. Namaste, guys. Bye-bye.